What is up, you guys? Welcome to the Maple Kiwi Podcast. Like that.
Perfect. Yeah, huh? We're going with that, actually. That's the start, Kyle. Thank you.
Bing, bang, boom.
So, the Maple Kiwi Podcast is starting. We do not have the Kiwi here today. We are all from North America region. So,
Whatever.
Kyle?
West Coast represent.
all West Coast too. Exactly.
Yeah, true.
All the same time zone. How convenient.
Exactly. It makes stuff
Crazy.
so much easier, huh? But Kyle, technically, I've brought you on as the co-host to replace Ram. How do you feel replacing?
Decision.
How do you feel replacing Ram?
I mean, it can only get better, right?
God damn.
No,
We're so-
no,
I
no
was gonna
offense,
go
man.
with nobody can truly replace Ram, but here we are.
Yeah, it's hard to replace him. I had to think hard and long about who I wanted as my co-host, and
I mean, I'm pretty hard, but I'm not that long.
You're pretty long, dog. Let's be real.
I just found out Switchy's 6'1".
yeah,
Wait, Switchy, really?
I'm tall.
I would have never guessed that, bro.
Yeah,
Like now,
That's
I
what- that's
I
what
told
everyone-
him my whole
I know
frame
that-
of reference. Like he just got everything's bigger now.
I know. I never.
How
Really,
tall are you, Bam?
6'2".
Fuck, I'm the only one under 6 foot in here. God damn it.
I wouldn't
I
have
know.
guessed you were 6'2", but I definitely would have.
I haven't measured in a long while, so I could be. I don't know. I'm around 6 foot, 6'1", 6 foot, around there. I wouldn't say over 6'1"
I'm
though.
6'1" on a good day. They always gave me 6 3/4. I was like, you got to be a prick like that.
I'm 5'11", and I'm not
Give me the
short.
last. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm
I
wearing.
mean, you're
socks,
kind
but-
of short.
I'm not short.
That sounded so desperate.
It's funny.
You're not short.
Everyone in,
coming out of that mask, man.
I was say everyone in my friend group is like pretty tall. Like everyone is like my friend Joan is like 6. I don't know their exact heights, but everyone's taller than me, other than our one friend who's like 5'7", which I'm like. But I feel really short in my friend group for being 6 foot. Like, so I've always felt short, but I guess 6 foot's pretty taller. I guess.
I've known a lot of people taller than me, but on average, there's not very many people over 6 foot where I'm at.
But anyways, Kyle,
Gal.
the co-host,
Said
how
no.
was your day today?
Pretty short.
Short.
I woke up like 4 hours ago.
Perfect.
So,
That's usually how it would be for me, but I've actually been up at a normal time actually. I think I woke up at like 9. Went about like midnight. I don't know how, but what about you, Bam? You have recently been doing a lot of streaming, long hour streaming.
Mm-hmm.
How's that been?
Mhm.
How's the switch up been?
It's going good so far. Yesterday was kind of our really only like slow day, but every other day it's been popping off pretty good. So the streams are going well, dude.
That's awesome to hear. What did you do? You had a long stream last night, right? What did you end up streaming last night?
Long-ish. Last night was the slow day, but last night I played Oneros. What was that called? Right, Kyle?
yep. Oneros.
Oneros, some puzzle game. It was pretty good. I wasn't really feeling competitive games yesterday, so
Bam is dumb.
It's always good to take a break
I
from
am
those
dumb.
games.
it's true.
Yeah, I got off Apex for like over a week, and when we got on with Paul and Bam the other day, that was a good time. I had some fun. Got to take a break away.
It's always good time with Paul and Johnny. We
No.
clap.
I know you guys. You
agree.
guys are fun to watch
PB&J,
Apex.
baby.
I would say you guys.
Mhm.
I mean, I know initially when we were all getting into Apex, it was me, Johnny, and Bam were playing a lot, and then I kind of took a step back from Apex, and then it went to you guys took in Paul. You guys are entertaining as fuck to watch, as well as Kyle's now stepping in with some games, and you guys pop off every time. Like Bam, watching you play the last few times, like whenever I think it's the flatline, whenever you have that shit, you just fucking destroy.
Flatline's my girl.
It is. I've noticed it. You actually are just shitting on them. Like,
Yeah, that shit slapped.
Corrected kids.
I give all credit to the flatline, not me.
honestly, yeah, I was liking the flatline for a bit as well before I stopped playing. But Johnny, how have your streams the past week been going?
Been good. I had to recently change my schedule because work started picking back up. So now I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm not
Yuck.
streaming a lot less than
lot
I had
less.
been. But it's
Mhm.
nice having dedicated days.
Yeah.
The plus side of that, I never knew what days I was going to be streaming until my schedule was out, and now it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then whatever else we could squeeze in there. But they've been fun. I've been
Oh,
doing
shit.
a lot of Rocket League, trying to catch up to you gods.
I see you rocking that Dino merch as well. I see you.
Friggin' no, BB.
Show it off for the
Salty
stream.
squad.
Yeah.
Salty Squad, baby.
We had Dino last week. We still have Dino in spirit now on Johnny's shirt. But first off, I was gonna say I wanted to do a segment type thing that I wanted to start doing before or at the start of every podcast, but I wanted to do a segment called Raid of the Week, where I wanted you guys to kind of like chip in and talk about was there any the past week or two any like big raids that happened that either you received or you gave that was just like really heartfelt that you really enjoyed. I wanted to talk to Johnny first because I know it was a bit over a week ago, but what happened with you rated me with like 56? What happened?
That night,
Sheesh.
we got raid trained from Gluten and Ghosty. They had gotten raided while I was streaming. Paul sent me a picture with them at 400 plus viewers.
Oh my.
I don't know what the total
Good
raid
for them,
count
dude.
was. Yeah, they deserve it. I
Yeah.
mean, definitely, they put in work and put in
They're
creativity
great.
for sure.
Agreed.
But yeah, so they shared that with me, and I mean, I was at the end of my stream already. We were 8 hours in. I was drunk. Apex was, at the end of its time, and then right then I also got raided by a 12 with Rip from Rippity, and so I played one more game. I think it was with Kyle, and we ran another one, and then that was that. And I was like, oh, Switchy's on, and I knew we had the podcast being announced, so I was like, screw it,
Yeah.
let's go over there and talk about that.
No, that was amazing. Like I was shocked to see the 56 because right before I started streaming, I was in your stream. I'm pretty sure for a bit, and you were
I probably had like 11.
yeah, you
9.
were sitting around there, and it was like not even an hour later or something like that from when I left, and I looked back and I was like, holy shit! Like
I was kicking myself I was like, I should have switched to Rocket League and played on. I'd been on the top page of Rocket League streamers. No reason to be there, but I would have been.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I was tired. It was best to just send it where it could.
Well, I know you sent it to me when playing the Forest, and I'm like, oh, there's probably not many streamers. I'm sitting at the top of the Forest, and I've like never played this game. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
interesting.
That's the kind of game a lot of people would go to be like, I want to see someone suck. I want to see them die.
Exactly. No, we had a lot of fun though. Did seem like there was a lot of lurkers and stuff from the previous thing, but there was a lot of newer people also chatting, which was, fun to connect with there. And I was like, it was such a bad time to get a raid at because I literally just was like, we were about to travel, and I literally just went like, okay, turn up the music and slouch mode, and I went like this, and the second the raid popped up as I slouched over, and I was like, oh shit! I'm like, oh, fuck. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. It's pretty much yeah. But what about for yourself, Bam? Did you have any raids that you saw or?
No crazy raids recently in the last couple of weeks. I did have a decent one for myself that we dropped like a 20 plus on somebody. It was like a new Rocket League streamer. I dropped a follow. I forget the name off the top of my head, but
oh yeah,
and it was a good raid too because everybody was actually active. Usually when I raid, it's kind of my lurker crew.
Yeah. No, it's awesome when you have a whole bunch of people connecting and like also following and stuff. And it just makes that person. Was that person a like smaller streamer? Were they pushing for affiliate at all, or were they?
I think they had already had affiliate, but they were definitely kind of a smaller streamer. I think they had like maybe 100 followers or so, and
okay,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Something like that.
Yeah, no, it's always great to just spread our community and stuff. And
I agree.
Speaking of spreading our community within like the people that we have, Sweetest, Heatus, wow, like
I do like Sweetest.
Our community has been giving so much love out to him. Like
Yeah,
I know it's been like
he deserves it.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone new has been just I've rated myself. I think Ram was the initial one to start rating, because of expired soup being in there.
Yep.
But no, I've been sitting in his streams nonstop as well, and it is he's awesome. I'm very glad that we've met him, and I'm hoping to have him on the podcast next, hopefully. But
That's who
cool.
Bam rated last night.
I heard about that, so that's why I wanted to connect that as well. Because Johnny, have you met Sweetest yet?
No, I'm going there now, but apparently
I don't know if he's fully hit affiliate yet. He should. He's
the way Arnie typed in your chat didn't pop up when I switched to that.
Kyle
He
put it in
might
the
have
chat there.
gotten
He
it
did, he did,
after
yeah.
last night's raid. He might have gotten it.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
he
sure.
was sitting.
Either he's got it or he's very close.
So I know right after we raided the other night as well, I mean, he was at like 60 followers. And I know all he needed was the average viewers, which I was so surprised he wasn't at because he usually has like a good amount of people sitting in
Yeah,
his
he was
stream
at
every time.
2.8 last night,
Okay.
but he was at 8 for a really
Hopefully
long
it
time.
pushes him
so.
through because I've talked to him personally like the other day when he was in the stream. It was just me and him chatting for a while, but we are talking about ideas for what he wanted for when he hits affiliate, like for his emotes and stuff like that. And he seemed to have some cool like kind of banner ideas, like nothing to do with affiliate really, but he wanted to get like, you know, characters modeled after him, like in the style of other games that he plays and stuff like that, which I just think that's a sick idea. Like I don't know. I really like it, but
He plays Apex too. I didn't know that.
I heard about that. Yeah, he was telling me to hop on Apex with him sometime, and I was like, sounds fucking chill. And Bam, I don't know if you talked to him much about music, but I think you and him would have great music taste together.
Oh, we didn't talk about music. No.
No? Okay.
I didn't.
I've talked
I didn't
to him.
talk a whole lot. I was eating after we had raided, so it was kind of like in between every once in a while. But we didn't talk about music or anything.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it seems like he has a lot of similar tastes to you, honestly. So I think you'd really like it.
Right on.
But Kyle, other than what we've talked about, do you have any other raids to add on?
Oh yeah, I got rated by like 10,000 people the other day. That was fucking nutty.
I do. I was in It's Your Boy Fallen, fellow streamer. He hangs out my chat all the time and has rated me a few times. And I just joined his stream, and he got rated by like 300. I think he got like 60 follows from it. Tenacity TV rated him.
Wow.
Damn.
The guy's got like 50,000 followers and gets 500 plus viewers.
That's dope.
Like, damn, dude, that was a good raid for him. I mean, he passed 200 follows from that raid. That was cool.
Yeah, that's super sick.
That was that's the biggest raid I've seen on a small streamer, other than like watching big ones do that shit.
Yeah, big ones go to. Yeah, exactly. But
big ones.
Like Harris Heller, I watched him raid someone with like 1,000 something viewers.
So when I think of a big raid as well, that like someone that we've met like just for like the whole meeting Sweetest here and all of our community forming around him, it just kind of reminds me of when we were all in Ram's stream and we all raided Dino. Like, I mean, this didn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
true.
and Dino is just sucked in with us now. No, but Dino's been, I mean, even this morning or yesterday and stuff, I was so happy to see him stream. I think it was yesterday because he streamed at an okay time. It was like 8 a.m. for him. So it was like noon for me or something like that. And I was surprised to see him streaming, but he's been doing really good. He was averaging like 35, like no problem. Like on I think he was doing Resident Evil. But he's been enjoying those games and he's branching off of Rocket League big time. So I think he's really enjoying that because he can interact with his viewers more than he can Rocket League because he's kind of focusing on trying to hit the ball and stuff. So it's a bit harder to do that. But I wanted to end the segment there of the whole raid of the week thing. But I was gonna ask you guys, since we do all play a lot of Apex, what I've talked to Kyle a lot about it, but what are your guys' thoughts on the update coming for the new season, as well as the new game mode and character?
I'm excited for the character. The game mode I'm excited to try. That's so up in the air on how that's going to be. That's a lot of fine tuning to change a game like that.
See, I'm kind of the opposite way. I'm not excited for the character. I don't like the whole flying concept. I think that's kind of cheese.
It's reminding me of feet off the ground Call of Duty when they started to try and get into that. And I don't like trying to aim at shit that's flying. It's annoying.
Same.
Yeah.
I like Titanfall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's two different styles, really. I think she looks like pretty cool though. Her ult seems interesting. Like,
I'll have to see how she's played
So
first.
I'm a
before I can
Mirage main, and just the idea of being able to launch into the air was like a Horizon and a Mirage was her, and drop like 2 decoys from me as we just skybomb in on a black hole. I don't know. While she drops her holy hellfire, a Gibby maybe.
Yeah.
Like, the plays you could do, but she could be annoying too.
I kind of like her. I think it's just her basic ability. The whole missile things, just like pointing at someone. Just I know it's kind of like fuses in a way, I'd say, but like I don't know, it just seems a lot more effective than like what fuses does really in
Yeah,
a way.
that part looks a little OP. I wonder how hard it's gonna hit for.
I know, because like they were like showing it on like the Rampart barriers in that video, and I'm like, she just fucked up everything. What the
Yeah,
fuck? Like it seemed really busted, so I wasn't sure.
Chat, relax.
Hey, I'm
Kyle,
not chat.
Kyle,
Okay.
everyone here in chat, follow Kyle. Kyle said at 100. I'm putting this in the podcast to make sure it happens. But he said once he hits 100, he'll start streaming.
Here we go. Alts up, boys.
We've already heard this at 50, so you could go
Yeah,
back,
but
back on.
if I get 100, I just have to, don't I? I can't.
Yeah. No, but so for the game mode, Bam, what were your thoughts on the game mode?
I like the idea of the game mode, honestly.
Yeah.
I really like.
fans figures.
Wait, what?
I said Counter-Strike fans figures.
Yeah, I mean, I played Counter-Strike for years, so I do like the idea behind it. I'm just really hoping, because I haven't read too much into the actual update itself. Do we know if there's still going to be Battle Royale, or is this what it's going to be for this season? There will still be Battle Royale.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll have
Okay,
the
good.
option.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was just that, I think a lot of people would be very upset, and I
I
think
do too.
they
No,
would
that'd be
lose a
too
lot of
upset.
people. But,
That would be a week-long thing if they did that.
yeah.
It does also make me wonder how popular this new game mode's going to be, because I mean, Apex has been Battle Royale since it's came out, so I do have concerns about that. But I do want to try it for sure. I remember Kyle saying something about if you have a lot of really shitty games that go down in Battle Royale or whatever, and you're like, all right, whatever, we'll try a 3v3 game. I think that's kind of a good
Yeah.
I like the idea personally.
I think it's a good. It could be a good
choose
warm up.
shotguns.
It could be a good warm up game too. Even
too.
like you're like, oh well, I don't know. Would it be a warm up, or would you use Battle Royale to warm up for that?
Because you get to pick your equipment, at least to some extent. I don't know how full that's going to go, but you get to buy your equipment every round. So I mean, you get to kind of pick your guns in that mode, which will allow you to practice with more guns than just going into Battle Royale and hoping for the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually get a flat line.
I'm definitely excited to try it. I don't know how great it's gonna be though. Like it might be something that it's gonna be fun to start with for sure. But like I don't know how much it will stick. And do they know if they're gonna keep this game mode? Are they gonna make it stick, or is it gonna be just a?
Seems like they put a lot.
I think they would keep it, right? At least for the
they
season.
got whole maps designed. Like, some of them are just reusing assets, but there's like new maps for this. So
exactly.
I think they're kind of up in the air about it too, honestly. They're probably testing things. I mean, I think that's why they were doing all these anniversary events or whatever, to test out new shit to see how people liked it.
Yeah, I can't remember a time other than playing ranked that I've played normal Apex Legends without some sort of I didn't fucking turn off sound alerts.
I was
this time.
going to click them earlier, and I was just like,
I did it. I turned them off last time, and I remembered, but I did not. Dino, I was gonna get to it. Dino, thank you.
Just checking.
Thank you for the. And then here we go. We'll let them all go through because they're all just gonna
make them lose their points.
There they are. Yep.
Woo, Dino spicy.
But Dino, I was gonna say thank you for the what was that? 6 months? Yes, 6 months sub. 6 months, Dino. We were just talking about you before. Johnny is repping you.
God damn it.
Hey, get it, Kyle.
Ooh, the Jägermeister.
His face. He looked like he loved that.
Oh, so good.
Dog, give me a swig of that.
Johnny's never taking that shirt off. I mean, I'd love to keep it on
Where
forever,
do
but
Where
it
put
needs
it?
to last forever.
Oh, this way.
Bittersweet, you'll never see him topless again.
There we go. They should be disabled now.
You guys all want to get banned at the same time? Here's my nipples.
Johnny's like, I ain't streaming. About to go down. Take
so,
out all the competition at once.
So when it comes to the Apex game mode, everyone likes the change that they're doing, and we're gonna, everyone's gonna try it and see how it is. I mean, it might not be a permanent thing.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like, or like a permanent thing for us. Like I can't see any of us just only playing that over anything else, really. But
I can
I
see
think-
Tug doing it.
Yeah.
that's true. I want to play some games with Tug. I still haven't done that yet.
Honestly, depending on how good the season is, it might become what I
main.
stream the most. Yeah,
Really?
to be honest. Yeah.
I think it has a lot of potential. It's just, I mean, it's really dependent on what the small things. We don't know their experience in creating a small map 2v2 game mode, 3v3 and 2 teams.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of shocking that this like kind of.
But I mean, they did make Titanfall, so it's like, I guess they do have, if it's the same devs, then they know what they're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
They should. On Monday, I intend to watch all of the cinematics from Apex. And I think there's a lot. Like, I know there's at least one 45-minute compilation from like season 8 alone.
I heard
That's the main one to watch. That one's so good.
I've
Yeah, I
heard-
watched 5 minutes of that when you sent it to me, and like that's good.
I'm sorry. I've
Yeah.
heard that their storylines and stuff like that are like really good. I haven't like dove into it at all, but like the backstories and all the cinematics and stuff, I've heard that they are very good. And
So I'm just gonna movie day the hell out of it on Monday. Tuesday's update, I'll be working. Wednesday, I'm gonna smash into that update full force.
yeah, I know.
Honestly,
Kyle here.
and it's one
Yes,
piece of
sir.
suggestion I would give to all you guys. Honestly, with Apex having this new season and all the hype it's got, I would definitely recommend streaming it the day of the update.
Yeah, I do have work, unfortunately.
There is going to be a lot of people watching that day, so
Oh yeah.
just a piece of
That's true.
opinion.
What about Kyle? Did you have any adding words to the whole? I know you're sending me shit nonstop, so you seem very excited for all of it. So, how?
I've just been really into the game lately. I mean,
Which is awesome.
I don't
Usually,
know.
I'm
I'm
in
excited to
the
try it.
the Cal I'm used to and know is the one that says I fucking hate games. I don't
I
watch
know. I
streams
was like
games.
telling all my
games.
friends, this
Yeah.
guy supports everyone on Twitch and he hates video games. And then
I
they're like,
do
"Are you
hate
playing
games,
Apex
but
with him? Is he playing
digging
Fortnite and
it.
Rocket League? What's going on?"
No, I've been really enjoying.
I hate Rocket League.
Even just trying to hit
Everybody hates Rocket League.
you up. Yeah.
Same, dog. Same.
But no, but even just hitting you up and then getting like Sheldon as like a third, I fucking like us three. I fucking love playing with us. It's actually
I do
a lot of
vibe
fun.
when we do that for sure.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun doing that too.
Yeah, they're usually pretty chill and not too like chaotic. And honestly, we are low key just leveling or like ranking up, and we're not really fully trying to.
We're
It's
doing
working,
very
though.
good.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting at like almost champ 2 now into 3s with that, and I think
I ranked Diamond for playing with Sheldon. And I was like, yep, well, I'll never touch for 3s again.
Sheldon's a great
Sure.
teammate.
Sheldon is very great. He's still, I don't think he's hit champ yet. He easily could, I think. But I don't think, because he was saying, like, before he played with us, he's like, oh yeah, my rank's been a bit lower. He's like, I've been vibing and play with, like, Johnny and shit. I'm like, oh, I fucking love playing with you as well, Johnny. You're, like, out, you can easily rank up. You just need a little bit more time.
I actually have duos. I hit Diamond all by myself, like with
That's
no
awesome.
one carrying me. I was playing with randoms, and I got to Diamond and promptly
That's
lost.
awesome. No, I completely believe that. That's because playing with you, you are, like, more defensive and, like, very, I don't know. You're fun to play with, that's for
Support
sure.
oriented. I want to set you up. I'm a good wingman.
Exactly. That's what I like to have, I guess.
Hoo, ha,
Uh,
huh.
Kyle does have my chat open. Okay.
Fuck
Ki-
Danny.
Is Kyle gonna remove the mask? How hot's it getting there, Kyle?
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, bro. I imagine it's not a cool day out here on the Pacific Northwest.
I've got the AC blasting right next to me. It is.
It might get removed. We'll see. Probably not.
We'll see
I'm
how long.
trying.
We'll see how long the podcast goes for. We'll extend as long as possible so we can get that.
You guys have seen my face. What the fuck is going on? Why I gotta remove the mask? I'm not
Showing
hidden.
weakness.
I mean,
Kyle. Your armor is cracking.
Since we've already seen your face, I'm more curious why you're actually wearing it, because it is hot as hell today, brother.
I'm wearing it.
Thug. Why not?
There you go. Facts. Big
Okay,
facts.
my mistake. Don't shoot me or anything.
Don't make me. I'll pull it out right now.
I believe it.
Well, I have dogs going crazy in the background. I don't know if you guys could, if that picked
I
up.
can.
But
I can hear it indeed.
I heard it.
There's like, is there dogs in my backyard? There's like 3 dogs in my backyard. It sounds like. anyways, what was I gonna move on to? Games in general for I don't know, just streaming or upcoming games. Bam, you said you were playing this new puzzle game. Where did that come from?
Well, yesterday I really wasn't feeling like playing any competitive games, to be honest. And I haven't played any recently, at least any kind of like puzzle or because usually what I do in between competitive games is play either a horror game or some kind of like mental, challenging kind of game. Even though I'm dumb, like Kyle says, and it's true.
No, they're always fun to dip into though. But where did you find this game?
Kyle recommended it.
Kyle recommended it?
One of my favorite
Apparently-
games of all time.
Really?
Apparently, Dino had played it before, so
Yeah.
that's where the suggestion came from.
I made Dino play it also.
Oh, dope.
Oh, you played it even before Dino?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, there you go.
I
So the
found it
root,
just looking
just
for
like
puzzle games.
just like everything else in our streams, the root is Kyle. So
I would say for me,
That's-
one thing I want to move into is I've ordered a little video card thing. We were talking about it last week. It's a very like cheap little cord thing that's supposed to kind of work like a capture card almost. But I just needed a splitter for it, which the splitter comes tomorrow, which I'm excited to maybe stream some more Nintendo Switch games and stuff. Pokemon Snap comes out, I think tonight, actually.
Yeah,
So
my friend really wants to get that. And
I
The new
was-
Pokemon
for some
Snap?
reason.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out.
Work
I
on the
think
digital store.
it comes out tomorrow or tonight or sometime, and I
I've
want to
already
get
seen-
that and stream that because it looks
I have seen some streamers already playing it.
okay.
Paul
Maybe
Weeds-
maybe it came out this morning.
Yeah,
Maybe-
Paul Weed sent me a snap of he's got a case. Like he got a physical
Okay.
copy.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I'll probably just because I have that whole capture card thing or the splitter thing coming tomorrow, I might try and stream that tomorrow or something. But we got that as well as me and Ram have been talking about wanting to for anybody who has Switches or whatever, like just get community Mario Kart games going. I want to play some Mario Kart. I think it'd be fun
That
as
would be
fuck.
sick.
I want to
Oh,
have
do I have to
like,
buy a Switch now? God damn it.
no, I think Mario Kart would be
Dude.
fun as fuck. Just
Fuck. Do I have to buy a Switch now too?
I just
Shit.
sold my fucking PS5.
Huh? I mean, honestly, now just because of what Nintendo has to offer, a Switch is probably the only console I would ever buy from this point forward, or anything from Nintendo, for that
sure.
matter.
Yeah,
Because I mean, the console exclusive games anymore, they don't mean shit like they used to back in the day, as far as like PS5 and Xbox.
yeah. You saw be about you can play Halo and
You haven't
Gears of
played
War.
God of War yet, Bam. So
I've played all of the God of Wars actually,
Except the last
except for the newest one. Yeah.
Then still.
Okay, but that's other than that.
One of the greatest games I've ever played. I'm just gonna say.
I've heard.
But I mean,
really
other
good
than
stuff.
that, name something else that is a console exclusive that means something.
Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man was
That's
pretty good.
PS4.
Yeah, I mean PS5 hasn't got there yet, which is why I sold mine, and I'll get it later.
I just don't feel like console exclusives are what they used
Demon
to be.
Souls, and then Horizon Forbidden West or whatever it's gonna, Forbidden Wilds, whatever. Those are the only ones that I know of as of now. And Xbox doesn't have exclusives. They're trying to move away from that, and that's what I think is awesome.
Okay, fuck, I'm dying.
We knew it was happening.
While he gets his shit figured. Yeah, God of War, I've heard a lot of good stuff about. I've never played it myself though, because I've never
First game I ever
Great
platinumed.
I've never had PlayStation. I mean, I've always been an Xbox person, so but I haven't touched my Xbox in forever. The one reason why I still have it is because of my hockey, my NHL games. As soon as hockey moves to PC, I'm hoping to just sell it and get rid of it, because the only thing I used it for was Netflix and YouTube. And I mean, I just bought a smart TV, and that does that now. So I'm like, I just want to sell the Xbox, but it's just hockey is the only thing there. And the thing is, if this new NHL comes out in September or whatever, and it's only for consoles, I'm going to be pretty upset, because it's probably going to be another $80 I spend on a new
Yeah.
game.
At this point, I mean, I still have my Xbox One, but it's literally a glorified Netflix / YouTube box.
That's
at
what I
this
was just saying. Yeah, mine's exactly like that, Bam, except I just bought a smart TV, and that does that now. It automatically just plays YouTube and Netflix.
Yeah,
So
see, if I had a smart
real-
TV, then my Xbox would be completely useless to me.
Chromecast,
Yup.
boys.
That's exactly my-
Chromecast is amazing if you don't have a console or otherwise. Even then, I prefer it over the console. I can switch from Netflix to Twitch to Funimation without having to like go to another app or do anything else. You just cast it from your phone immediately.
Sheesh, look at that cute motherfucker.
Yeah, let's take a minute. Let's take a minute. Arnie, spam some sheeshes in chat.
No sheeshes.
Sheesh.
Don't discuss it.
For people who might be watching on Spotify, Kyle has just taken off his mask. Doesn't happen
Fucking-
often.
Fucking dying.
He's got the
Say
unicorn
watching
horn going on.
Spotify. Can you see it on Spotify or can they just hear it?
Just hear it. That's yeah.
So
I
listening.
wanted to
Kyle,
make-
out of curiosity, how long is your hair?
Like almost like middle of my back.
Shit. Okay. So your hair is longer than mine, or about the same, you think?
Probably about the same. Maybe a little longer. It's so thick though, bro.
I know
Like,
you're
so
nothing
thick.
but thick everywhere. I get
That's a
it.
good point. Very good point.
So what is your shirt, Bam? I've just seen it now that you've pointed out your
Oh,
thing.
this shirt.
Yeah.
This shirt is from a band I really like, Parkway Drive.
Okay.
It's
Oh, yeah.
one of their album covers.
That's actually dope. I just saw the top of it and I'm like, oh, it looks kind of. I like
Yeah, I
the design
love the
of the
shirt.
top,
It's
and then I
sick.
just saw the top of the city there or whatever. So
I really like graphic tees. I kind of want more of them, just because I just think they look cool.
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know if you
mine,
guys have noticed, but I only wear black shirts.
I decided to wear
I
black
usually only
today.
wear black too.
I,
So it's fine.
a lot of my wardrobe's black or just Logic shit. I mean, this is black and Logic shit, so who?
Yeah, you do have a lot of Logic shit.
I have
That's
a
true.
lot of Logic shit. That's my whole entire wardrobe at this point.
Rat Pack, baby.
Rat Pack gang. It's I don't know. I don't want to get into that. That will be the topic for the rest of the stream if I do. You talked about that game. Johnny, do you have any other games that you've thought about streaming or just in the past? Like, you know, what are some really good games that you'd love to like bring back to stream or
So I'd love to stream the Dark Souls series, but that would involve also getting a capture
Ooh.
card because those. Well, no, I could get them on my PC. I'd have to buy the games again. So it's either buy the games again or get a capture card so I can play them off of my console. But
sure.
the Dark Souls or Soulsborne games in general have a long time been some of my favorite games, and I beat them all well and done well before I started streaming. So that's a part of me that no one ever got to see. It's always
Are
been
they
competitive gaming. Like let's get some story modes going.
Are they still fairly expensive on PC?
I have no idea. I imagine they're like still $30-$40.
Yeah, I mean they
I'm
are
gonna
class.
check. Hold on. I think I own a
I mean,
maybe I don't.
are meaty, but you know,
But I
I've
don't.
already bought the damn games.
Yeah, I get that. Whole
Bloodborne
concept.
is actually console exclusive, so that one would have to require a capture card. Elden Ring is like been just hinted at. That's supposed to be the next one made by them, and was it George R.R. Martin, the writer of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
He's supposed to combo with Hideo Miyazaki to make that game. And
No
it's-
way.
Yeah,
Oh, bro, I bet that's gonna be lit.
that's gonna be tight. Dark Souls, the whole world and aesthetic of Dark Souls, but written by Game of Thrones.
Okay, yeah. Even though the last season of Game of Thrones we don't talk about, but
I'm not gonna lie, I've not actually watched it, but I know people are hype about it.
I've
so it's a
never watched
buzzword.
Game of Thrones before.
I've just
Neither have
seen an
I.
episode.
don't be hype about the last season. The
I
last
skipped the hype.
I've heard that.
I've
heard
just-
I
that
won't,
it's all
I
fall
won't just give
apart.
any spoilers, but it felt very, very rushed. That's all I'll say.
I heard
Oh.
from everyone I've heard from, I've heard watch Game of Thrones. It's really good. Do not even bother watching the last season, is what I've heard.
Just
Jesus.
he
You'll be
didn't
let
write the
down.
last season. Yeah, I've heard stuff like that.
Game of Thrones was fantastic. It was a great show, and then the last season just, which was very disappointing. But you know,
You're not the only one. That
I know.
a lot of people are disappointed. But yeah, Johnny, I'll let you know how my capture card situation goes, and if it is a cheap solution to a capture card, I'll let you know what I got and because I know I spent probably like $35 total on what I
Not
would
bad.
have. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I got a little cord thing that plugs HDMI into it or whatever, and then I just need to get a splitter so I can plug it into. Like currently, I can play capture card games right now, but it won't go on another monitor, so I'd have to play it straight from my OBS, which
With
my
input
webcam would
lag
be
and
in the way.
everything.
Yeah, with
And
the
input lag.
yeah, and my webcam would be in the way, and my overlay would be in the way, like not only for stream but for myself. So I'm like, I need to get the splitter so it goes into my TV as well as goes into.
I know Paul
here.
Wees just got a cheap capture card, and I think it was actually a capture card, but it was relatively inexpensive. So I'll have to see
Okay.
about what that was too.
Yeah, that too. I know that was the one thing I mean, I didn't use the Switch forever, so I never really thought about streaming with it. And then it was like, I don't really need it for the Xbox because I can just use the Xbox companion app that they have on the PC because you can just stream directly from the Xbox to your PC over Wi-Fi or whatever. But it's a little shit quality in a way, so it's not the best for streaming. But like, I did it for the NHL. That's how I was showing the hockey stuff in the past, which I need to get into as well. I haven't done that in a while, and that was always fun to just have everyone, all the viewers sitting there watching themselves try and score and shit. Have you seen that, Johnny? Were you
I
around for this? I pretty much I had everyone sign up for a forum that was in my chat to put them into my hockey game, and then I would just do computer versus computer, and they would just verse each other. Kyle is the captain of one team, and Jonah is the captain of the other team. So it's Team Franker Z versus the Virgin wannabes, and
What I just went back to.
the hockey
I
thing.
was very wannabes, of
Kyle's
course.
team. Kyle's team name being the Virgin Wannabes. So
Wait, I'm on the Virgin Wannabes, aren't I?
yeah, you're on Kyle's team.
Shit.
Dude. Shit.
So,
Drink to that, baby.
I was gonna bring this up at the very start, but what is everyone drinking? What is the go-to drinks? Bam. What do you got since you just came back?
I have Michelob, Amber Bock,
Okay.
the Dark Lager.
I don't know that one. I don't know if
Delicious.
it's just because I'm Canadian, but I probably wouldn't know it anyways. But Johnny, what about you?
Lagunitas IPA. I will drink anything IPA, and that's pretty much it.
Kyle, are you drinking anything?
Yeah, I got
Brought
the Modella Negra. I got a Corona too, and Jaeger.
And Diego, are you drinking?
Dude, one of the
Jaeger?
beers
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
taster,
yeah,
the
yeah.
other is
Take a
just a
shot?
beer.
Cheers, Kyle.
Ah,
Jaeger? I don't have Jaeger.
I hate it.
Jägermeister.
You could hear the pain in his voice with that one.
Oh, I don't. You can see it on his face.
You can see
Look at
that.
No, I'm fine.
Gonna change your name to Grimace.
Meanwhile, me, I'm just having some tropical rain G fuel, so I'm just not on a level of you guys right now. I was.
Well, you thought you were going to sleep early last night, but not tonight, huh?
I initially because I'm getting a new desk for my room here, but it's kind of shit out and stuff. Like it needs to be
Shit
cleaned.
out?
It
Sorry.
needs to. It needs to be cleaned out and stuff. So I ended up today like taking it outside and like sanding it down and stuff like that, and I'm gonna like make it look all nice and stuff like that. But it was like an hour before we were gonna do this, and I was like, should I go down to the liquor store and grab drinks? I'm like, I can survive without it, but yeah,
Mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
now I'm the odd one out.
This is why mom doesn't fucking love you.
I was gonna bring up also with old games. What was the most like memorable or like first game that you guys kind of like remember, like for your childhood? Like, what's the first console as well as game that you got really into or just remember playing? Really?
Jack and Daxter on the PS2.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Like that wasn't my first. That was my most memorable. Like Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank were like, let's sequel. Like let's beat this fucking game Christmas morning, baby. Like we're done.
I don't remember like fully playing it, but I do remember. Like I remember playing it, but I don't remember a single thing of the game. I didn't play it that much, but I do definitely remember the game. Or like, it's one of those things that's like in my mind where I see the character, I'm like, oh shit, I know that, but like, what the fuck is it from? But
Well,
yeah,
what's awesome is that they grew up with me. So when I played Jack and Daxter, the first one, I mean, I was a little. I don't know what age I was, 8, 9, something like that. And it was a kid's game, a kid's platformer. Very little violence. I mean, Mario type violence. And then the next one, Jack 2. I mean, dude gets abused at the start of the game. You're in a dystopian future, and like he damn near cusses out the gate. And as now a 12-year-old, I'm like, dude, fuck Yes. Then Jack 3, you got racing and cars in there with massive guns and a full selection. I'm just like, dude,
Jack
like,
3 was lit.
you guys are growing up with me every year. Like, you guys actually, the game got older with me. It didn't stay the same.
Yeah.
It's always good with those games, even like shows that do that as well, or like I don't know, just anything that like kind of grows up instead of like if it's a kid audience at first, but then it comes back later on. It's not gonna stay as a kid audience because obviously they're not gonna remember it from the past because they're younger. So it's like I'm glad it kind of grows with the audience and like same thing with like I mean for example like I'm thinking of like Toy Story off the bat, like Toy Story when you're younger you really like it, but I mean as now it's still like I don't know if you guys watched the new one, but it is like there is a lot of humor in it where I was like, holy crap. Like you can tell, like you can still enjoy it. Like
Disney, Pixar, they've been longtime masters of, they know the audience that they're really doing, and it's the parents.
No,
the kids just want pretty characters with pretty sounds.
Which they can still enjoy. Like it's not like it's a R-rated movie or anything.
Oh yeah,
like, but you can tell they're like obviously trying to maneuver it so like if you grew up watching it you could still watch it now and it's not cringe.
Innuendos galore.
Yeah, exactly.
Innuendo.
GameCube was my console. I got so into the GameCube.
What games was your?
Oh man, I played like Mario Sunshine, and I played pretty much any game that I could get my hands on. I was playing. The GameCube was actually my favorite gaming time of all time.
Did you ever play Mario Super Strikers?
Well,
Mario Soccer?
No, I played the Mario Baseball though a lot.
On the Wii, yeah, the Sluggers was really good. But the Mario Striker, that game is so good. I got back into. I pulled out like my Wii, and I know my friend Jonah has one too. So every time I go to his house, I'm like, "Yo, 1v1 me and Strikers right now." That game's fucking lit. But no, but that's dope. The Mario, I mean, if you're into like the Mario Sunshine and stuff like that, they have I don't know if they still have it, but they had that pack where you could get it was Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I know someone who got that.
I got it as well. I never grew up on those games as much, so I haven't really jumped into
I played shit out of both of those.
I played the shit out of Galaxy, but the other two before that, I think it was just the original Mario 64 or whatever.
Have you seen that they now have ray tracing enabled in Mario?
I heard about
that.
Like
you can get like emulators with ray tracing. It's like, oh my god, it actually looks incredible.
Yeah, it does look actually really good.
What about you, Bam? What was the first or just your favorite like series growing up?
Well, my first ever real official console was the N64. My grandpa bought it for me the day after it came out. So I was that cool kid on the block.
Oh wow.
And it came with a game. I'm pretty sure it was Donkey Kong 64. I don't remember if it was Donkey Kong or Ocarina of Time. But yeah, dude, honestly, all the legendary shit from N64, Donkey Kong, Super Mario, 007, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Star Fox, all that shit. I mean, that's what I grew up on, so great games, classics.
Classics, for sure.
64 was a legendary console, for sure.
Did you have a favorite franchise?
Probably Zelda. I really loved. I mean, Ocarina of Time. Probably. I honestly, even as a kid, I probably put at least hundreds of hours into that game.
You honestly should get a Switch then to play Breath of the Wild. If
I have played Breath of the Wild, but I never beat it. So that would be pretty cool to play on stream or whatever.
I think people would enjoy that. It's a good game to be chill with, like when you want to get away from the competitive games as well.
Chad says, "Get a Switch, do it."
Get a Switch.
I do want a Switch, honestly.
So all those games you mentioned, I do have them now. Behind me, it's really dark, but under that TV, the one on the left, I have all those games. 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 I have all those games I have a Nintendo 64, Xbox, PS2, and almost every game you mentioned for the 64 I've got. Everything but GoldenEye, as far as, and Conker's Bad Fur Day, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Both of those are great games, by
A
the
lot
way.
of people don't have those
And
around
Majora's
still.
Mask. I may not have Majora's Mask.
I
may
love
have it.
Majora's Mask too.
I know I had it, but I may have been borrowing that and giving it back. I might not have. Might be in there.
I know a lot of people, I mean, that shit over time breaks, but that, either it breaks or, a lot of people don't have that shit anymore around, so it's good that you still have that shit around. And
They still sell replacement controllers, which we go through if we have, like, I mean, it hasn't been open in years, but we'll pull it up and do a Smash tournament or something, and the controllers last a
Yeah.
night with our
Smash 3,
Dreamcasts.
of course.
One night and the joysticks are already fucked. You can't platform on Donkey Kong or something, and it's just like, but you just run to the next GameStop and pick up a cheapo Nintendo 64 controller.
Exactly. That's dope. For me, for my first, I mean, I can't really think of like my first game, but I remember when I was younger, I mean, still now, I played a lot of NHL. I remember my dad, because he was very into hockey and stuff. Apparently, he got me really into NHL 2001, which since I was born in 99, I would have been like 2. So I don't know. Apparently, from an early age, I've been playing. I own every single NHL from 01 all the way up to, I mean, now 2021 or whatever one we have right now. But I think I missed 1 year. I think I missed like 13 or something like that, which wasn't too eventful. But
Dang, 99. That's the year Bam graduated.
Relax. How old do you think I am, Kyle?
Yeah, I was gonna say like 40 something.
Nailed it.
we but the I don't know, one that sticks to my brain is I played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront when I was younger on the PlayStation 2.
Me too. Me
The
too.
All Star Wars Battlefronts were so good.
They were so good. I don't, when they came out with like the newer ones, or one, I guess like what, 5 years ago now on like the new gen, well, not new gen consoles now, but the Xbox One and the PS4, I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick. Like maybe I'll have someone. Nah, it was pretty dog shit because it was just pay to win from EA pretty much, and
Yep.
a lot of people did not like. I played it for like a week and was out of it pretty fast. But no, the original Star Wars Battlefronts were so good. I remember nonstop. I didn't actually
Love that
own the
shit.
game, but I remember going down to the video store and renting the game, because when you could rent games and shit, I would rent the Battlefront for a week, take it back, and then like rent it again pretty much own the game. I just rented it nonstop pretty much. And then eventually when, as they did, video stores started closing, they started selling all their shit, and I ended up buying both copies of the first Star Wars Battlefront and the second one. So.
Only $300 for 2 copies of Star Wars Battlefront.
It was yeah, no, we probably should have bought it, huh? But no, that, and then I was playing it recently on stream, the Ape Escape game. Ape Escape 3 is like, I don't know if it's well known at all, but I played it on PlayStation 2 and I fucking love it. It's like, I don't know, you just go around levels, they're like kind of like puzzle-ish thing. I don't know. I was playing it, you could definitely tell it's a kid's game for sure, but like I was playing it just like a week ago, and pretty much you just go through maps and you gotta catch monkeys.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I ever
100% played an Ape Escape, but I don't know. I think, was it on 64, one of them?
I don't know. I only know the
Because
third
that's
one,
like-
and I played it on PlayStation 2.
It was all PlayStation, but my cousin must have had it or something. I never owned it, but I definitely played an Ape Escape.
But just hearing the game was giving me nostalgia. It's just one of those games that and I don't remember who I was talking to about it, but Dark Cloud was another one that I didn't.
What I always wanted to play, I never did.
That was the one that was my dad's game, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not allowed playing this. You're too young." But occasionally I'd watch him play it, and it looked pretty fun. And I remember eventually I was allowed playing it, and I did start playing it, and it was fun.
That's funny.
It's like one of those.
Is it bad to take ibuprofen with beer?
Not good for your stomach.
Well, it's
Not
ibuprofen
like-
technically also thins your blood a little bit, but you'll be fine.
The biggest thing is it's just acidic in your stomach, I think. Or if you have anything, it could corroborate it.
Well,
You got what an ulcer.
we move.
You hurting, Kyle? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Too
get
late
you
now.
that
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII was the game that my mom didn't
Ugh.
want me playing because she read the back of the case and it, just whatever it says, why it's rated M or whatever. And I still played it. And I mean, it's all text. It's a text-based game. So I mean, you got customers that's all what's it, Growlix or whatever out. Like, it wasn't that big, but that game really defined a big part of my childhood, I think.
Classic.
I was very protected from a lot of games. I mean, growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, as well as, I don't know, my family was pretty strict when it came to, like, violent stuff, pretty much. So the first game that got me into violent games that my mom was like, finally, like, I guess it was Halo Reach. I think was the first game that.
Sheesh.
That's so late.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know.
Holy-
So it may have been Halo 3 actually. I think Halo 3. But Halo
I
Reach
was
was
the same
Even
exact
still.
way.
you were the same way, Kyle?
Yep. I grew up Jehovah's Witness too. I couldn't play nothing violent.
Yeah.
My
Did,
parents were Mormon. I just snuck my games.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I've
for the
never
longest
been
time,
so thankful to be
even-
Christian. I'm not now, but I was
mean,
raised that way.
Even when it comes to
Oh, yeah, I'm not Jehovah's Witness anymore.
neither am I really. My family is, and I'm like, that's cool.
I
But
don't even give a shit. Everyone do what they want to do. That's mine.
That's how I feel
Yep,
about it.
I agree.
I don't give a shit. I just don't care. But if you take away my video games, I'm gonna have a problem with you.
I mean, yeah, when I was younger, it even reminds me of even like the original Pokemon games, like all my Pokemon cards and stuff like that. I had all, and then my cousins and stuff, they weren't allowed that stuff because they were like really strict when it came to it, and they were like, oh, it's like magic and stuff, which is like isn't allowed and stuff like that. So then
It's
my
the occult.
Jesus.
yeah, and my mom got kind of like, just because it was her sister and stuff like that, kind of was like, okay, whatever, and then got rid of all my Pokemon stuff, and I was so sad. All my cards, everything gone. I'm like,
fuck.
Ugh.
but obviously I still play it, and I just
I remember-
that's why I really enjoyed because I played a lot of like Fire Red and stuff like that, and then the original Gen 1, the original like Red and stuff. But then
Gen 1, Gen 2 is all it's worth it. I mean,
I did that, but
I
then
get that people like Pokemon, but Gen 1, Gen 2.
I came back more like when my parents didn't care as much and did Black and White, which that's why I love Black and White so much, is because it's the game I came back to, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It's really well made, like the soundtrack's so good and it looks really good. It's not the most liked game though, because it's the first game where they didn't bring back any Pokemon previous to like its regions. It was 157 like brand new Pokemon, or whatever the number is. So there was no previous Pokemon or whatever. So it was like, every new Pokemon, or every Pokemon you encountered was brand new, which was pretty awesome. But other than that, I just wasn't allowed Pokemon, so that was sad. But
Gosh.
Halo Reach, going back to it, sorry, Halo Reach was the first one I'd like to say, or Halo 3, and then it went to Call of Duty after that, which was like Black Ops 1. So yeah, Black Ops 1 and then forward on is like all I played pretty much. I just played COD nonstop, so.
I grew up on Counter-Strike
Really?
myself. Yeah, that's kind of where the whole first-person shooter thing started for me. Way, way back in the day on Counter-Strike.
Modern Warfare 1 consoles at my friend's house in high school because my internet was booty. There was no online play for me at my house until I moved out at 17, got my own shit. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't live in this bumpkin little place.
W3 was my first one.
MW3.
Jeez.
Wow. You started COD late.
Did
I mean,
any of you
I
guys
wasn't
play?
allowed to play it.
Did any of you guys play? Probably not, because it wasn't like super popular. But the very first Call of Duty had an expansion that was called United Offensive.
No.
Best Call of Duty ever made. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Best Call of Duty ever made.
Bold
So
statement.
good.
Yeah, true.
So good.
When I really got into COD, it was Black Ops 2. I played that shit nonstop. I was in
Yeah.
a clan and everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's
We got
originally.
sweatshirts and bottles and stuff from sponsors.
Wait,
It was
really?
pretty sick.
Do you still have that? Any
Drop the
of
merch
that?
command.
No,
Go
I
ahead and drop the
don't.
merch command. We'll get
It was called
Kyle's-
Team
Kyle's merch.
Axis. I was a
Axis.
clan leader.
Oh,
Of course you were.
the leader.
Mayor Kyle at it again.
Yeah, I mean that's originally where like a lot of people ask me where my name came from or whatever. It's like there's no meaning behind it. The name Switchy just looks clean. Like when it came to Call of Duty clans, it's like, if I was in a clan, it's like, whatever the team name is, Switchy. Switchy looks clean. So I just always and then when I wasn't on a team, I just did Go Switchy. It was just like my account that I always use. So I've had that name since like probably Black Ops 2 area as well, because Black Ops 2 was the one that I mainly played a lot.
I was Axis Mexi.
I did get a lot of hours in on Black Ops 2 as well. That was a great one for
both
sure.
zombies and online. That game was so good.
Honestly, in my opinion, Black Ops 2 Zombies is my favorite.
I've heard, so I'd say it's my favorite too. I never really played 3 and 4 that much, but a lot of people, like with the mechanics and stuff, apparently, people are saying Black Ops 3 is like the best made by far. And I don't know.
I disagree.
I can see the
I never
arguments with
played
it.
zombies.
You disagree? I just heard like the map packs and stuff, like the maps were very well created and like the way that the guns were and stuff like that, as well as they also have the custom...
Did you play the zombies on Black Ops 3?
Not the map packs really, but Shadows of Evil was such a good like I personally hated Shadows of Evil when it first came out because I'm like, this shit is so confusing, like I don't know where is where, and I did not enjoy it. But then like going back and playing it, I actually really enjoyed that game. It was very good. But no, I think like in my opinion, Black Ops 2 is my favorite as well. But I've just heard by a lot of people like in the Call of Duty like community and stuff that Black Ops 3 Zombies is like the best. Apparently,
I knew it was super popular, but I mean, I played the Black Ops 3 Zombies too, and it just, I don't know. I feel like the nostalgia of the Black Ops 2 Zombies. I mean, I even still like the World at War Zombies, the very first, the bunker map.
Oh yeah, Notch Run.
Bro, that shit was lit. Yeah. So good.
It is so good. But Black Ops 2, I mean, even their map pack, I mean, other than Derice, the skyscraper one, the first one.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that one.
Nobody liked that one.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
One of my friends actually, it's his favorite map, and I'm like, why? He's like, oh,
Yeah,
people just don't like it because you fall off the map. I'm like, no, people just don't like it because it's a shit map. Because I mean, and then it was followed up by like Call of the Dead, and then Buried, and then Mob of the Dead. Or no, sorry, Call of the Dead was before. What was the second map? It was Buried and
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Oh, the jail map. What the fuck is it called? It's so fucking good though. I think it is just Mob of the Dead. I don't know. The one based on the prison.
I mainly played in Black Ops 2 the smaller map, the
town
had
like
had the house with the 2 levels that was broken off the side,
farm?
and the lava in the middle.
Farm?
It might be farm,
or just town. It's like the transit.
I think it might
map.
be town
because it's just the transit maps, but then the little parts of the transit map.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that too. Those were always fun to like, because you could like do a private match and like start on round 20 and just like you could really just no it was a lot of fun. Yeah. Honestly, good times. We could
those were great games to play with the boys. I
wish, but Call of Duty is just, they never go down in price. Like even if they go on sale, it's like,
it's so annoying.
If you want to buy Call of Duty Black Ops and it's 50% off, it's still like $30. It's like, no.
Some of my buddies, Vet and some of his buddies were playing Black Ops 2 Zombies. Like this was like a month ago, and I was like, oh shit, dude, I would love to get in on this. And then I looked, and it's still $60. I was like, you can go suck a fatty.
I know.
I paid $60 for
I don't want to give Activision my money anymore. I told them that after like, what was it? Advanced Warfare? No, yeah. After Advanced Warfare, I was like, no more. I'm done. It's the same bullshit even when they change it. I'm over you. And then they brought out this new one, and it had crossplay, and it was input based. So if I was on PC but played with a controller, I wouldn't fuck over my console friends. And then they fucked it all from there. They still just ruined their game from that Warzone and Cold War. I'm just like, you know what? It's all the same. Never again.
Cold War is not that bad.
Honestly, I've been
okay. I'm biased against all black Treyarch.
That's fair.
I'm 100% admitting that I have a bad bias against the way they make their game. Just the style, the art style, the movement style.
See, I prefer Treyarch games over
it's what started
Activision
on
games.
Most
Yeah.
likely. Like you started on Black Ops 2, you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, my two favorite games of the franchise completely is just Black Ops 2, and then probably MW2. I went back and played a shit ton of MW2 still, but that's mainly because of trick shotting and shit like that. Like
I played Modern Warfare 1, 2, and then I tried Black Ops 1, I think. And it was like the TV it was played on, and it was such an old game. On back when the HD meant 720, pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this isn't. It's not what Modern Warfare looked like. And so I put it
True.
away,
It
and
doesn't
I
look as
ignored Black
realistic,
Ops for
that's for sure.
years. And then I watched people play like Cold War. I'm like, it looks like now it
looks
looks
better.
great.
It
looks so
looks
great.
more realistic and better.
But I've just put that bias into my mind, and I also
That's
have
fair.
that
No,
Activision
I could
bias
totally
as well.
understand that.
Just fuck Activision.
For me,
at this point.
since sniping's always been like a big thing, going back to Cold War, like I mean, I didn't really snipe much in Modern Warfare, the new one that they have with Warzone or whatever. I never sniped in that game really, but I really enjoyed just using regular guns and playing that. I mean, the main thing I do is I play hardcore shipment and walk around with a fucking bison. Be one
The
of those
new,
guys.
like the multiplayer in the newest Modern Warfare is actually phenomenal. I will give them that.
It's really good.
But they really did
not bad at
bad
all.
in supporting the rest of the game and the way they updated it. And now the transition to Warzone, and now the battle pass is left behind. It's all Cold War shit. It's just you abandoned your game for this new one, and it was supposed to be yours. This is Infinity Ward. Why are we being abandoned?
Yeah,
But I did. The multiplayer is amazing. Shipment is chaotic as all hell.
I love it.
I can't believe you play hardcore.
The one thing I have to say, but so Cold War, I've just been doing the snipers only game mode, and I've been enjoying the fuck out of it. Like I've been playing it a lot this last month actually, and like on stream and off stream, just been sniping and having just good times, just trying to hit feeds and stuff like that, and it's been a lot of fun actually. But the one thing that like I go to load into a game and I just feel I see a map and I'm like, this map's dog shit. This map's dog shit. This map's dog shit.
That's true for both.
It's like I like
There
Cross.
were a lot of bad maps on Cold War.
I like Nuketown. I like Crossroads. I like nothing else. The Satellite, the desert map. That one's really good. But then other than
I
that,
like that map a lot.
So as a viewer, Nuketown needs to go away. As a viewer, I don't play it. You guys know I don't play Black Ops. Okay. But as a viewer, I'm tired of watching anyone else play on that fucking map. It's been 3 or 4 generations of people playing on Nuketown.
5.
Go
I
somewhere.
agree.
5
Totally.
5 generations.
And it's not even just streamers, man. My best friend Top Deck Larry, I go sit at his house and he's playing Cold War. I'm just like, and he plays Nuketown 24/7. I'm like, what are you doing? Why don't you just get on fucking Black Ops 2, bro?
It's because what they do. Well, you're not finding a lobby there, and if you do, it's a hacked lobby. As much as I love to go back, and play Black Ops 2, it's just you can't. It sucks. But
Same. Yep.
Well, you don't run Walls 2?
That's what we should do. We should get to all of our communities together, bring back Black Ops 2, and get the servers working. No, just run custom games, even just 6v6s, little scrims against each other. That'd be fun as fuck.
Sheesh, Kyle, get it, son. I saw that.
Oh, look at that. He's gonna hide. He gone.
But no, I mean, even to this day, like as someone who plays it, it's just what they do is they try and make their maps better, but like the way Nuketown was made is just not even just for the looks of it, just like the map layout is just too good, I guess. Like Bam, do you have any what's your thoughts on, since you play Cold War? What's your thoughts on like the maps, the current state of their maps?
They made a lot of really bad ones, although I do like quite a few as well. The balance was not as good as other previous games. I feel like it's a 50-50 for me. Like Moscow, a lot of people hate it. I love Moscow.
I am one of the people that am not a big fan of it, but I've been playing sniping. I've been sniping a lot with Emily, Aeon Alexander, but Moscow's her favorite map. So
I love Moscow.
But
yeah,
she doesn't like Crossroads, and I love Crossroads, and she
Crossroads
is
okay,
and I don't like Moscow. So like usually we just look for, it's like Nuketown, those maps, Satellite, and then anything else. Okay, my question is Miami. When the game came out, everyone hated Miami. Worst map in the game. Why did they come out with another map called Miami Strike that was just Miami, but like a little part of the map? Why did they? Nobody liked Miami. Why did they?
Developers and publishers are just ignorant to
The issue with Miami, I don't feel like Miami was that bad of a map. I didn't love it. It was definitely not my go-to, but
That's how I feel about it. But
Miami had that huge middle lane that went through the whole map, and it's so open, which is why I think people didn't like it that much.
this is a good convo. Emily's here.
I feel like if they had put more shit in the middle to make it more split up so that you didn't have such a huge middle, like, curvy lane, I feel like it would have been a lot better. But
The other thing, I don't know how much you play it, but like when they brought
it's been a while.
I would say they brought, they love bringing back old maps and stuff, to fill the nostalgia, right? They brought back Nuketown. Why did they bring back Express?
I like Express. What do you mean?
I just.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I think of all maps. Express is okay. I don't mind it, but like
I like Express.
I feel like there's so many other maps that they could have brought back instead.
I'm glad they brought back Raid though.
That's true. I just hardly ever get to play on Raid.
Raid. Such a good map, bro.
That's
probably of the Black Ops series. Raid's probably my favorite.
Raid's up there. That and like I really like Summit. I mean, as from a sniping standpoint, I don't like Summit.
Sure.
But, like I don't think Summit's a good sniping map, but Summit was a lot of fun in the past. But they just brought out a brand new map, and it looks a lot like original Summit, but it's like not. Yeah. So it throws me off big time. It like looks like it, but it, like the layout definitely isn't the map. So it's like it just seems kind of strange. I personally started liking it because I started spawn trapping a lot with sniping feats. But then I could tell Emily fucking hated that maps. But no, I don't know. Their maps are so. I mean, even with the Modern Warfare maps, Johnny, you've played Modern Warfare. Sorry, me and Bam are just kind of talking about Cold War, but the Modern Warfare maps, I honestly can't think of any other than the 24/7 shipment and the 24/7. The other map. What's the other map?
Modern Warfare made great maps, honestly.
Yeah, and I love the maps traditionally, but the new one, honestly, it's all quickscope only now. And so medium to small maps it's what it's about. And so Shoot House is my all-time favorite. If I could play
Shoot House is a great map.
That's what
Shoot House 24/7 all day long. You want to peek that middle lane, I'm gonna dome you every time.
Kyle, you're so toxic. Kyle, you're toxic. No, but
poor Emily.
But the
I don't know. Can I call you Emily Aeon? Is that acceptable? I feel like everybody else calls you Emily.
Or do if I call Aeon? You? Never mind.
Shut up, Sheldon.
Kyle, talk more. I want to hear your sexy voice. Ooh.
I don't play COD. What am I supposed to do?
Play COD.
Emily's fine.
No one play Call of Duty. If you're not already playing Call of Duty, don't play Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, you don't want to. I mean, it's the same thing with. I was gonna say it's the same thing with a lot of games I play. Like when it comes to, my main game for the longest time for the last like 10 years has been like League of Legends, and people are like, "Oh, you play that game? I've heard good stuff. Should I get into it?" I'm like, "No, don't
Absolutely
do that.
not.
No,
I've heard that like just like World of Warcraft. Like if you're not already into those kind of games, stay away.
I tried getting back into WoW and it kind of died for me. The problem with WoW is I would love to play it, but it's just not streamable. And if I want to take the stream serious, WoW is like a stream killer.
Yeah, that's what.
No offense, for me. But it just kills the stream. And if I want to take it seriously, it's not exciting enough. Unless except for the WoW community specifically, which I don't want to get so deep into the WoW community and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I feel like playing competitive games like Apex or Rocket League, and then the WoW community comes into my chat and is like, what the fuck are you doing? Play WoW, you slut. I don't want to get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that with any game, though. It's not just like the WoW community. It's like, if you build your community on one, it's so hard to build your.
I get asked if I'm playing Apex daily while playing Rocket League.
Exactly. The thing is, if you build your community, it's easier to build a community playing one game, and your whole chat being looking forward to that. But if you do variety, it's so hard to,
people don't give variety streamers enough credit. Honestly,
yeah,
it's hard to balance without
because you have a lot of people, demanding this game, demanding that game, or like they just won't show up, which is fair.
And how do you stay competitive if you're not fully devoting your time? I mean, trying to be GC in Rocket League while trying to maintain competitiveness in Apex and play some Hunt, like how do you do that?
I mean, even to this day, people come into my stream and will be like, play Rocket League, and I'm like, it's got to be a situational thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Rocket League and the community that it's brought to my channel, but sometimes it's just like, I don't feel like playing Rocket League. Sorry, not sorry.
I love the cat in the background. That's all I'm gonna say.
The cat,
Oh,
Johnny's cat.
That's funny.
Johnny, that's a good pussy.
Pretty kitty. Oh wow, you scared? Don't look at me like that.
Good
Jesus.
as Flash.
As Dino said here in chat, play whatever you want. I mean,
Truth.
easier said than done, but you want to make your community happy and do what they want to see, but at the same time, you just gotta look, play what you want to play, and the people that enjoy you for your content will be there. And
I gotta go
That's
tinkle,
true.
boys. I'll be right back.
you're good.
One thing I've noticed with variety is, I mean, we have that downside of not having every viewer or everyone that you've gained be happy, but you do see a lot of growth when you start to explore new things, especially more niche, whatever how do we say that word, games. Like moving over, playing Hunt, for example, for me, got me. I mean, that's Gluten and Ghosty. That's how I got that raid, is playing a game where, I mean, when you have 20 viewers, you're actually up there. And that gets you a lot of traffic. Now, then those people come back and you're playing Rocket League and they're like, what the fuck, I don't want it. So there's a downside. But getting that initial growth or just growing your community with new people is always cool.
For sure. No, it is awesome. And I've seen growth from all of us. I mean, not even a few months ago, even when we were all playing Apex, we were all, below 10 for the most point, just sitting at 5 for a while. But
Yep.
we've all been, slowly progressing. I mean, some, you obviously have your off days, so sometimes you're still down, but for the most part, every time I hop in, you boys were all above 10-ish or whatever. But I mean, it
Yep,
depends
y'all
on
are
the game and
killing it.
stuff. I mean, yeah. How's your grind been, Bam? Your GC grind?
It's been going good actually. I've gotten it 3 times, lost it all 3 times, but we've gotten it this season alone.
I'm
by the way.
hoping to go for it this season. I don't know. I'm almost champ 3 already, and that will be my peak. But I think with the lowered MMR, that helps out a lot. But
So I'm 3 out of 10 games won so far for GC rewards. So I'll keep pushing for it. I'm sure I can get it this season. It's just a matter of
time.
I feel like every time I get into GC, the problem is, and I feel like probably a lot of people say this, but every time I get into GC, I'll then all of a sudden run into these teammates that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Always the teammate's fault.
Always.
Yeah. Whatever.
Unless I'm your teammate. Fuck you.
If you were to duo with someone, who would that person be? Bam. Have you been duoing much this
Vorth.
season? I don't know of Vorth.
Really, Vorth?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So it's fuck shoot, is what you're saying.
Shoop gets too upset with me. And the part of the problem is that I feel like Shoop gets upset at shit that is somewhat his fault as well. I'm just being
Ooh,
honest.
shots fired.
So you're saying Sheep's problem is his teammates?
Clip it.
No, not necessarily. I just feel like Shoop, because I can hear it in his voice and stuff. Like he sighs a lot and he gets upset at certain things, and it's like
That's how I feel. When,
I know how that feels,
that'd
Bam.
bother me.
That's how I feel when I play with you, Bam.
Exactly.
okay. Well, I apologize. I don't mean to be that guy.
I mean, it's not.
No,
I
I think it's not. It's not that you're
it's
upset
always,
at
it's
me,
almost
but
always try hard mode, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing good.
I'm saying, yeah.
I'm so lit right now.
So many people get so concerned about playing with me for that reason, and I'm just like, listen, I really don't care. But
We're
with Shoop,
scared
I
of
feel
you,
like he
bro.
genuinely cares. He gets upset at me, and it's like, all right, well, sorry, let me do it by myself. And I have
see
been.
that.
That's the difference. That's the difference, is that I feel like he doesn't recognize the fact that I have been doing it by myself this season. So I don't know what the issue is. But it is what it is. I love Shoop, don't get me wrong. But
oh yeah, Shoop's great.
Yeah, Sheldon's saying in chat that he loves playing Rocket League with all of us. I know last time that I was playing with Sheldon, he says like he really wants to play some games with you, Bam. At some point.
He says that, and then I say, all right, well, let's play some games, but he wants to play ranked with me. And there's a very large gap.
I think you should give him a chance. If you're playing threes, Bam, I think you give him the chance. He's a good threes player, honestly.
I mean, I'm champ 3 in threes as well.
I still think you should give him the chance.
Johnny. Shut up, Johnny.
I think Sheldon's a pretty reliable player, honestly.
I was gonna say Sheldon's my favorite teammate. There's no cap.
I agree.
Sheldon's
100%.
my favorite teammate too.
He makes
100%.
me feel way better than I am without just like hard carrying me. Like I played with a little bit with Bam. I've played with Pixel. I've played with a lot of high tier players, and Sheldon just makes me feel like I'm actually could be a diamond player. Like, I might actually be a diamond.
Like my favorite trio right now is Sheldon and Kyle. Kyle hates playing the game and says how bad he is, but
fuck Sheldon, says Dino.
Yeah,
Kyle,
we do, as a team though, we do good.
That feeling never goes away. I don't care how good you get, until you're SSL, you will feel like you are dog shit.
I just hate letting my teammates down, bro.
Shots fired, says Tug.
Tug's here?
Yeah, he's in my chat.
Fuck you, Tug.
I love you, Tug.
We Tug you a long time.
Anyways, you guys want to get off the topic of Rocket League, or do you guys have another anything to add about Rocket League?
This is Rocket League.
I will tell you right now, okay, here's the issue I have with Rocket League in its current standpoint. Even in Champ 3, so I've played several Champ 3 games in Division 4. I have run into, in the past, like, at least 10 games, I've run into 2 Supersonic Legends. 2! In Champ 3. This game makes no sense right now. It's so weird. The MMR, like, okay, and I talked to one of them, too. I actually messaged him after the game and everything. And he's like, I'm an SSL in solos. I'm not as good in duos and trios. And I'm sitting here and thinking, like, you're an SSL in solos. Why the hell are you even remotely close? And he demolished us too, was the issue.
We're sorry, Arnie. Okay, we're doing our best.
It's just so frustrating, the current MMR and the way it works. It just doesn't make sense.
Ones is my highest rank usually. It's not this season, it's my lowest. But normally ones is my highest rank, and I'm worse than 2s and 3s. So I mean, but SSL all the way to Champ 3 is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That's a huge gap.
Yeah, it's massive.
That's a whole, not just like, that's a whole set of ranks.
I'm not really diamond. I'm carried diamond, Arnie, and then I achieved diamond for 1 game.
You're still diamond.
Oh, so you're a diamond.
You're a diamond.
I lost it. It went down.
You're diamond.
I have my platinum season rewards.
You'll get diamond for sure. You'll have your diamond rewards this year.
Honestly, Johnny, for the amount of time that you put into the game, you're doing very well.
For real though,
I do feel that I haven't put a whole lot, and there's been no training custom maps, no nothing. Just playing with God tiers and watching God tiers all day. It kind of rubs off a little bit.
That's good that you learn from watching, because I'm not like that. I feel like I thought I did.
I think I subconsciously learned rotation from watching a lot of you. Like, I just knew how to be out of the fucking way and get
honestly,
back to
that's
defense.
all you need. You can hit champ easily just having rotation. If you can just I
just work ground game and rotation.
I would say if you can do basic aerials, like just like very basic, like to make a save or whatever, and you're good with your rotations and you can play with the ball on the ground, champ. You can hit champ. I think
that's why I suck at 2s and 3s, is because I have no rotation, because I'm a 1s player. Like 90% of my games are in 1s, so I don't know how to rotate. I know how to rotate in 1s. That's it.
Rotation is more important in 2s, I feel like, than 3s.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
As long as
threes, you have the extra teammate that kind of makes up for it, and
it buys you a little extra time.
Yeah.
But with twos, you have to be so on point with it that it's like
you have to know when to go and when not to go, when it's,
when to go back.
I
When to
play
go up.
super passive in twos, especially when I'm always playing with a higher rank. So I find myself missing setups because I'm playing a little further back because I don't want that ball getting over me. I'm not gonna do some half flip backward save. Like no.
Anything else to add for Rocket League? I was gonna say I got one more topic that I want to go to. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes
Yeah.
almost now.
One last thing.
Yeah.
Shit game. Continue.
Fuck Rocket
Big
League.
game.
Anyways, moving on. I was gonna ask you guys, with COVID and the vaccine and that in the States. I mean, I don't know how it is in all your guys' states right now. How is restrictions in COVID as a whole in each of your states?
Mine has just lifted back up one more tier. So we went from purple, which was no, you can't eat inside. Most shit's shut down. We got to red, so you could have 25% capacity for things inside. And now we're at orange, which is 50% capacity. And there's rumors that within the next 2 weeks, we're going to abolish all whole fucking shit and kind of get back to normal, is the next rumor. So it's been nice. I work at a restaurant, so having less capacity was detrimental to my income and my job. So being 50% and being indoors in this Fresno 110 degree heat is very nice. 100 degrees.
Oh.
It's not 110 yet, but we're
yeah.
getting there. We're still
Fucking
it's already 90.
Kill me,
It's already
bro.
90.
Yeah, I would rather die.
Jeez.
Okay,
So yeah, we're opening back up.
As soon as I get into the 80s, I'm already feeling like I hate this. 90s, it's like, please kill me. And then 100s, it's like, dude,
I have
I'm going to
free
eat myself
energy
off a cliff.
here in my unit, which is why I haven't moved out of this little shoebox, is what some people call it.
Ugh.
Because I get free PG&E, which is our energy company here, and I just run AC. I mean, I keep it 75 and fuck 110.
I just set up my AC like last week because we had or like the week before was super like getting sunny and already felt really hot like immediately. Like it went from raining and like, pretty cold to just hot, and I was like, oh shit, I need this AC hooked up. I hooked up the AC, and it's been a raining, not so hot week, but I've still just been running the AC because it's so fucking nice to have just cold air. Just, oh, it's so nice.
I feel like all of our weather, like, because we're all similarly close, I feel like all of our weather kind of coincides with each other. So when it starts getting hot, we're all pretty hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Johnny
imagine a little
obviously
further
being the hottest.
oh yeah,
Never gets
Of
hot here.
course.
Yeah, you picked up on that, baby.
you know. But the switch you being very far north, I'm sure tends to be a little cooler.
Ugly as fuck. Oh wait, sorry, I thought we're still.
Cooler for me. I mean, we
And you
peaked
guys
at,
have much
like,
more moist
80.
states, if you know what I mean.
Whoa.
Oh.
Bro, it's
Sheesh.
nonstop rain in Washington. Like, that's all we get. It's raining today.
Vancouver's
Was
just
it ready
known.
for you guys up there?
Vancouver's just known as Raincouver, so I mean.
Fuck the rain. I ain't about it.
No,
I
not
like
as well.
the rain.
But
I mean, I
Bam,
like
I like
moments
rain
of
too.
rain, but you're gonna give me a rainy state now.
That's Washington.
But Bam, what about your state currently for COVID?
For COVID, honestly, with where I'm at particularly, so I live in Southern Oregon, where it's a lot less populated. I know up north, closer to like Portland and the bigger cities and shit, it's a little more restricted. But down here, it's pretty much everything's open right now, to be honest.
How is everyone's policies with like masks and stuff there in the States? How?
Same thing. It's masks in all places until you are sat down like at a restaurant or whatever. Once you
Yep.
sit down, then you can take it off.
Yeah, same here. Pretty much.
It's right now the restrictions are very, very lax. Our cases are not bad where we're at. I feel like it's because it's just not very populated and a lot of people don't go out very much right now anyways. So, but yeah, I mean, our cases are really low here. So
Around the same thing for you, Kyle, or is there any?
I have no fucking clue, bro. I don't
Yeah.
leave my room.
That's fair.
I don't give a shit.
I know like restaurants are open to not full capacity, but you just gotta wear it inside, and then once you sit down, you can take it off. But like I don't go anywhere, so it's like I don't.
Quarantine was a blessing.
I
Have,
know
Maybe
there's
just stay home
steps
and
and
play video
everything,
games.
but I don't know where we are in the steps. Like I'm just not. I stopped paying attention.
so when
It was-
are you guys able to get your vaccines, and are you getting them right away?
I believe they're available now for regular citizens.
They're available for me down here too,
Have
or
either
up
of
here
you,
from Johnny, I guess.
are either of you going to get them anytime soon, or are you just?
I'm not an at-risk person, and I'm not around at-risk people. I'm all for people getting the vaccine, but I think it's just a little early to jump the gun if you're not an at-risk or
I was gonna
near
say
at-risk.
I
controversial.
kind of feel the same.
Like,
I
I'm
don't
all
plan
for it.
on getting the vaccine.
You want it, go get it.
Exactly, I 100% agree. I'm just personally, if I can avoid it altogether, that's the best case scenario.
I
for me.
already contracted it. It was over Christmas. It was
That's
Christmas Eve.
true. You did
And
have it.
I know
forgot
that
about
they say you can get it again. It is a mutation, whatever. I know I'm not safe, whatever. But I already had it, and I survived it, and I kept to myself, so I could do it again if it's needed to be. But I'd rather not like risk any of the side effects that could be.
Let me clarify too. I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means.
100%
I just
vaccines are
don't-
important.
I just don't see a need for it for myself and my situation either. And I mean, I hardly go out, to be honest. Hardly at all.
Yeah. If
I
I was
every
around
once in a
anyone-
very rare while, but it's very rare.
I'm the same exact way.
Yeah. And
I don't have any family here. I'm not around any at-risk people, like Johnny was saying. I'm not at risk. I don't really have a need to do it right now.
If I find, say in a couple years, COVID is still circulating and we can't get rid of it, but the vaccine does seem to be working, and there's been maybe. But right now, I feel like everyone really rushed the gun. COVID was big; it did a lot of damage. I get it, but it's just. I think we're at the end of it already.
For me, I'm still not able to get it where I am. I'm probably gonna think about getting it because we've actually gotten worse. We were one of the places that we were good for a long time, but we've actually gotten pretty bad over the last month. Yeah, so I'm hoping. I mean, I think it will start to go down from now maybe, but it did get very bad the past month. So For me, I think it's anyone born before 81 right now can get it, or if you're, at risk or whatever. So, I think there'll be.
So Bam could get it.
I saw that. I was waiting for that from you, Kyle. Actually.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I'm not able to get it yet. But I don't know. I'll probably, just because of how bad it's getting and how, I don't know. I'll probably try and get it when I can.
Yeah, that's totally fair. That's makes total sense.
But on same topic somewhat, but when do you think it will, I mean, it's kind of for the States, it seems like it's opening up.
Me and Bam are going to Base Canyon in fucking August, I swear to God.
Yeah. And fucking better.
Yeah, that's a big festival, and I don't want to do any social distancing BS. Like that ruins the aspect of it. Like maybe
Where
it's
is
cool. It's in Washington.
We're streaming some of that, right?
Oh, it's at the Gorge.
Whoever's got the best Wi-Fi is hotspotting.
So stuff has been opening up right now, but when do you think this whole COVID thing is going to be more opening up to the border and stuff like that? Like, when do you think you're going to be able to travel to other countries and stuff like that? When do you think all this, if you were to guess? I mean, you never know for sure, but what is your...
I think they're going to be very skeptical about it for a while. Honestly,
my thing is other countries letting us in. I don't think they want Americans at this point.
I
don't blame them.
I wouldn't. No, 100%. I wouldn't.
Genuinely, I don't blame them at all.
I mean, you never know. Like, we're literally so our opinions are so skewed. You never know if you're getting a no mask, no vac, nothing up in there.
People don't give a shit here. A lot of people don't give a shit here. I don't blame the world one bit, but probably close to the end of this year.
I would hope
maybe early
next year. It's next year.
Probably closer to next year.
Normal before American life, at least. I don't know about the world.
Is accepted in the world again.
I'm very bubbled.
Can be.
Yeah,
I think a week from now.
Kyle, delusional as always.
Hey, you never know.
But yeah, and then my
I
other
do feel like we're. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I was gonna.
No, I was just gonna say I feel like we're on the downward spiral. The start of it,
I
at
do
least.
Mhm.
Which
feel like
is
that's a
Though it's
negative
getting
comment.
bad in my area, I agree. It is definitely going downward. Like it's letting go.
worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
It's genuine. I feel like it's generally at least going down. So
Yeah. My next question, or my follow-up question to that one, was gonna be when COVID, opens up and stuff. Do you guys have any plans? Obviously, you guys have your concert thing. Is there any other big stuff that you want to travel or like do when COVID opens up? Do you have any plans that you
EDC. another big ass festival.
festivals?
I actually have had my EDC tickets since 2019. I bought them for 2020, May 2020, and then COVID. And so they said October, and then they said, sorry, how about May in 21? And then they just said, no, October. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck October. Let's do it in May 22. Let's go all the way there. So I bought my tickets in 19. We'll be doing the rave in 22. Been sitting with $1,500 in, limbo until then.
For myself, it really kind of depends on what I'm looking like. Because I mean, obviously, I've recently announced that I got laid off, so it really kind of depends on my money situation. But I would definitely like to travel.
Where would you like to travel? Is there any like
California,
places?
Fresno.
Several places. Honestly, it's mainly streamer based to go see streamer homies. Johnny being one of them. Kyle up there. I know he's not a streamer, but Kyle, TJ Milk, that whole Washington crew.
I'm a streamer.
True. Honestly, even going out of the country, I'd love to go to Australia, go hang out with Dino. I mean, tell me that wouldn't be lit.
Oh, that'd be
Sure.
sick.
That would be sick.
But
See pollution. I know they're not that
Pollution,
close, but
yeah.
I'll make the
Pixel,
trip.
the whole Australian crew, but I do want to Canada even up there for you, Switchy, and the other Canadians.
Other Canadians. Me looking where the other Canadians are. There's not many. Honestly, like within our community, there is not like many Canadians in our group at all. Like that's one thing I was like, oh, what Canadian people do I know? Emmy.
But yeah, once
Yep.
once this COVID shit is all lifted up, I know Tug wants to come to America. I wouldn't even mind going out to South Korea. That'd be kind of
Tug
fucking
is staying in the room right over there, I swear to God.
Tug, where the fuck you at?
I know my first plans when the border opens up, I want to do a giant road trip down the West Coast. All you guys are all West Coast down here, so I was making a plan of hitting Washington, going down to Oregon, definitely seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Because you and Arnie are both in Oregon, so that makes it easy.
Mhm.
Washington, obviously, Sheldon and Kyle, and that whole group around Kyle there. I'd love to meet everyone there. And then going down to like Cali, see Johnny. I've got a few friends as well, not streamers, but
A lot
other
of
friends
us-
in Cali. And then
Yeah, Mike.
I've
A
got a
lot
few.
of the streamers are West Coast.
I got a few people in Arizona as well. So like even Brian the Great's in Arizona, and then one of my close friends actually lives in Arizona as well. So
Facts.
I'd love to take that like little L-shaped tour down the left side there because I've never really traveled the I'm like trying to think of times I've been in the States other than like Disneyland. I haven't really visited the States really, so I'd kind of love to go down there.
I mean,
and
for you, close to being Vancouver, Washington, and Oregon aren't going to be that much different from what you're used to.
no.
But the further
Especially
down,
especially
Yeah,
California.
California is going to be completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. Cali is where it's definitely going to start
there's
changing.
there's so many like spots that I want to go see and stuff like that, and I don't know. All the people.
California is 3 states long vertically.
Yeah.
So
It's long.
like you get a very big climate
The
change.
diversity of
The
that
valley in
state
the middle.
is insane.
And
Ridiculous.
then Arizona's just hot as fuck.
Yeah, if
I've
you,
heard.
Dude,
don't.
so fucking hot.
I don't understand how people live in Arizona.
That's where all my family is, and
I
every
feel
time
like
I go visit,
It's cheaper there.
so
That's for sure.
Texas
fucking
too.
hot.
There's a reason it's cheaper though. Switchy, that place
Yep.
is
Yeah, no,
It's
that
actually
definitely is.
just
it's literally
hell.
devil's. It's the devil's asshole itself.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
know.
live in the armpit of California, and I'll still take it over.
Yeah, my friend,
Texas asshole.
my friend, I think Kyle, you at least know him, Mr. Tall. He lives in Arizona. He played Jackbox with us
Yep.
one time, but he
Yep.
casually he'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's really hot here." We're like, "Oh yeah, how hot?" He's like, "Oh, it's like 115 degrees." I'm like,
I'd die. I'd actually just melt.
One time he's like, "Oh fuck, my like AC."
I have
He's like, "My AC broke. It's hot as balls in my room." I'm like, "No shit."
I have a cousin that lives in Arizona, and he went on like one of their record hot days. It was like a couple summers ago. It was a super hot day. He literally showed me a video of him putting out a rock, and he broke a couple eggs on it, and he literally cooked eggs on a fucking rock outside.
Seriously, dude, it's actually just. Oh,
That is
man.
disgusting.
Ugh.
That is not
Just wait a
livable.
I agree.
I hate the heat. I sweat like a whore too, so I can't. No.
I
No, no,
live
no.
in the valley of California, so we get all of like the bay's pollution as well. So I mean, on a hot, bad day, you can't breathe. You're sweating. If it's humid at the bay, like the next few days, it'll be humid here when it blows over and gets stuck in the bowl. It's just, ugh. I don't know why I live here myself, but
Yeah, I don't
it's
either.
California, is what it is. It's California. I mean, I've always said like West Coast, Best Coast. So I will always live on the
Hey,
West
West
Coast
Coast
unless
is
I
the
get
best
out
coast.
of
100%.
like North America. Like if I'm in North America, it's gonna be the West Coast.
Yeah,
I agree.
I completely agree.
The Pacific Northwest in general.
Yeah, I would love to do a stint on the East Coast. That's it, a stint. I'll just like to check it
I
out.
could
live
go
there
for
a little
that.
bit.
The East Coast is fun to swim in the ocean, but that's about it. I mean, you can cut that air; it's so thick.
Sheldon, I live in Fresno, is like the biggest metropolitan name for it. There's some smaller sub towns. Fresno is where I'm at.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely been thinking about also just moving in general. I don't know, like, I feel like
Where would you
moving.
want to live?
I don't know. That is the question. I've had
Anywhere,
some,
Europe.
I've had some offers to like move down to the States and stuff. I just don't know if I'd really want to leave Canada
Don't.
as it is.
Yeah, please don't. I mean, I'd love to have you here, but no, like, let me go to you.
Yeah, I
No.
really would not want to go to
I
the
hate to be
States.
that guy, but yeah.
Yeah,
Canada's
I want
Canada's
to.
a lot
I want to
better.
stay in Canada. I've been told so much. I'm like, yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, come to move down here. We'll. I'm like, no, I don't really want to. But if I were to move, I have no clue where I'd want to live because right now, I mean, BC is expensive, like where I live or whatever. But then if I were to move to a different province, it's like any other province, you'll just get butt fucked by snow pretty much. And
Wait, have you ever been to the States before?
Yes.
Yeah, he went to Disneyland.
Okay, so you've been in Cali.
Yeah.
Where I forget where Disneyland is.
Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Anaheim. Okay. Yeah, go to other parts of California and then decide whether or not you wanted to move to the United States.
California really is like the melting
though.
pot. I mean, you can find the most fucking Republican red, oaky, whatever types, the most liberal, progressive, wussy, whatever derogatory you want on either side, you can find it. We've got both.
I went to San Francisco. I think it was last year.
Cool.
It was early last year.
I love San Francisco.
It was for a Black
San
Keys concert.
Francisco's sick.
Oh, the Black Keys would be sick in concert.
Oh, it was a fantastic show. But what I'm getting at is that so the city is completely different in the morning and the daytime from what it is at night. When you go out at night, I've been to San Francisco twice. The first time I went and I was out late, it was great. It was just a bunch of partying, like a whole bunch of normal partying, your average chads and dudettes. It was normal. And this time I went and it was out late and I was bar hopping. I shit you not, it was like fucking Zombieland. There were fucking tweakers everywhere on every corner. I felt like I was scared. I'm not I'm a big guy. I don't usually get scared in public places, but at fucking like 2:00 in the morning in San Francisco, I was scared, bro.
I don't know many stories about it, but I know my mom and dad for their anniversary every year would go to San Francisco and spend it. I don't know what's so good about it, but that's where they used to always go.
I love San Fran.
I do too.
It's got amazing culture, and they bring a lot of great events there. I tend to go there for music shows.
That's why I was there.
But so after the rave, I tend to, I want to go do something. Everybody's like, I'm going back to the hotel. I'm going to sleep. I'm like, well, okay. I'm going to walk San Francisco. Fucking awake. And I was walking around. I got a bandana. I'm at a concert. I'm sweaty. I'm fucking trashed. I look like dog shit. I'm fucking drunk. turn a corner. I mean, it's been clear walking, looking, enjoying everything. Turn a corner, and like Bam said, I mean, zombie row, man. Like,
Seriously.
oh God, I'd already made
yeah.
too much commit to that turn. Like, I felt like if I turned around, I'd get jumped on the spot. like what, you scared of us? Like what? Like, just because you're being a little bitch. So I'm
We're
not even gonna lie.
talking.
I straight up zombie. I like, all right,
Mhm.
we're going through them. I walk through all of them like I'm fucked up. Like, just like, I have my bandana on. I put my bandana on my face. Like,
Oh, that's
I don't
so
know. No one looked
funny.
at me. I was literally
There's
scared too.
no
Like, I
other
was like,
way to
this is
fucking
where
put
I
it
get
than
jumped.
a zombie apocalypse, bro. Legit. Like, it's scary.
I've climbed over a homeless guy. I felt so bad. We were trying to hop a fence, and I thought it was a tarp over some like trash cans.
Oh no.
Oh, Seattle's that same way too. Seattle is fucking tweakers
Yeah.
galore. at times.
Vancouver's got a really bad street.
Portland too.
If you know,
Yeah,
I think
Portland
it's
too.
East
Fresno's,
Hastings.
where I live, Fresno's got some bad on our freeways.
East Hastings is like the street on Vancouver. It is brutal. It is like the whole entire. It's for like 6 blocks. Is just like there's no shops there pretty much because it's all just being destroyed pretty much, and it's just homeless. Like even just like occasionally my dad's like, oh, let's just drive through it and like whatever, and we'll drive past it. It's even scary to just drive past because
Seriously.
if you hit a light, you're like, oh fuck, you're stopped. Then anyone can just walk up to your car. So it's like,
Hey, Switchy, by the way,
yes,
I have a suggestion for you for the podcast in future.
yes.
Mr. Tugeldor,
We hate
aka
them.
Tug. I'm sure he'd love to do it.
The podcast, I'd love to
Yeah.
have him on.
There you go. See that, Tug?
God,
It's easy
we
as
hate
that.
Tug.
I'd love to have him on. Me and Ram are always
Sorry, I didn't mean to
looking for-
change the subject, but
No, for sure. I mean, we don't really have any like plans for the future. I mean, obviously we don't have Ram this week, so hopefully we'll have him maybe next week. And I'm hoping to get Sweetus on sometime soon. And
Sweetest would be great.
we've had like he had one time where he was playing a game or whatever, and he just ended up talking for like 2 hours just about his stuff, and I think it'd be great stuff for the podcast. So I want to get him on, and then as well as I've talked to like Zebra and stuff. He wants to be on, but he just hasn't been ready yet. So I'd love to have him on too. He's awesome. But yeah, for sure, I'd love to have Tug on too. Every time I end up going into Tug's channel, he's one of the channels that I hardly go into, but then when I'm like, oh, I'll go check what Tug's doing, and I end up sticking around for so long because he's just too fucking funny. He's just
Tug's entertaining as hell.
He pulls me in. That's actually
Tug's awesome.
after Johnny raided me with the 56 or whatever. I mean, I had a lot of lurkers, but it was like I streamed for like another hour and a half, and then when I raided Tug, I think I raided with like 30 something still because there were so many people lurking. But
Sheesh.
but I raided Tug with that, and I was like, I kind of felt bad because I raided and there wasn't like a single thing said in chat like after I raided, like because there were so many people just lurking. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it just looks like a whole bunch of bot accounts. It did not look great on Tug's part. So I because then I noticed I went away and I came back and I saw the chat. Someone's like 37 viewers. Are you botting or something? Like what the fuck? Somebody was sitting there. Like, people were like, nothing's happening in chat. And there's 37 people watching or whatever. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like,
A
felt bad,
raid
but-
daisy chained from 7 hours ago.
no, I think that's what it was. But no, it was I definitely want to include a lot of people, even people that I don't know fully, bring them on and learn more about them. So I felt this week was great to have you guys on though, because we're all pretty close and similar areas, similar subjects, not
Definitely a vibe for sure.
I know like last week
Yeah, it was awesome.
I know last week with like Ram and Dino, there's a lot of stuff because they're on that side of the world, so there's a lot more stuff that they can talk to and connect with compared to me being more of an outsider. But I think that's where it's good because you can kind of learn about their culture more and like learn about all sides, both sides. So
How they do in Upside Down Land.
exactly.
Dino, I want to come visit you when this shit's over.
I will go down as the best co-host this podcast has ever seen.
You can talk to Ram about that one. I don't think he'll fight you for it.
The best guest co-host this
True.
podcast has
Yeah.
ever seen.
That's true.
That's a good.
That's true.
I mean, you are looking extra thick.
Oh baby.
Wait, so you told me I was co-hosting this one.
Did I tell you I was co-host? Did I say that?
kidding.
No,
I'm
I was gonna say I said
Wait,
before-
wait. He told me I was co-hosting this
Oh
one.
shit!
Bullshit. Y'all knew I was co-host.
So I told Kyle the second.
Kyle is
the
best
second.
co-host. Stop kissing ass, Sheldon.
I think me and Kyle were in the same call when Ram was like, "Yeah, I won't be able to be there next week or whatever." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Kyle, you're co-hosting." I think you're in call with me. I'm like,
I mean, Mayor Kyle. Mayor Kyle
Mayor Kyle,
deserves
we
it.
must.
That's
I'm very glad you came on.
the
Kyle,
press
to,
conference with Mayor Kyle.
Gang, gang.
Okay.
Where's the ski mask?
Thug out,
Yeah.
baby.
You're the
Where-
least. You're literally the least thug person that is a thug that I know.
But I'm
The
a
music
Robbie
he
when
be
you need-
dropping in my
Bet.
fucking chat. Jesus.
Rob me then, Kyle. I'm with it.
Bet.
Rob me of my
Gang,
innocence.
gang.
I said, meet him in San Fran.
Sorry, too late. It's been a while since then, but you know.
Anyways, you guys have anything else you want to go over? We've been going close to almost 2 hours, actually.
Sheldon, that's better, by the way.
You guys
Kyle, we
have-
playing It Takes Two?
Yep, Bam and I are gonna play It Takes Two.
Nice. I've been playing through it, and it's been good.
Me and
Honestly.
Yeah, it
Celestial
looked-
may
it looked
pick it
good.
up and run through it. He mentioned it.
It's
So.
very chill, and I don't know. I've been enjoying
Shit
it.
is pricey though.
It is,
Yeah,
but
he was-
only one person needs to buy it.
Yeah, and so he was. We were thinking.
Wait,
of
really?
One person buys it, and then the other person uses
Did
a.
Bam go buy it? Go return it.
Oh, fuck.
Kyle, you can return it. 'Cause I have to- You return it. I got you.
Because the other person uses the friend pass thing, and
Well,
they
I
can just join
googled
for
the
free.
Friends Pass to check that, and it said like as long as you both own the game in full, you could do it. So
no,
I was like, oh, okay, so I do have to
I'm
buy
playing
it.
through with Emily right now. I bought it, and Emily's just using the friend pass and playing with me.
That's
Oh,
what
if that's the case, then Kyle, you return it, bro.
Fuck, I will return it, bro. I appreciate that.
I just make sure you.
No worries, bro. I didn't know that, or I would have. Yeah, dope.
Yeah, no, it is a really good game for its because if you think about it, you guys could even just split the cost or whatever. And what it's like, how much was it?
Nah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
true. We could do that.
That's what
Nah,
me and
nah,
Celestial
40
were
40
talking about
bucks.
doing.
Yeah,
And then I told him
for
I'd
$40
just
or
pick it.
whatever. If you do split the cost like $20 each for
Kyle,
that game, I think it's worth it. It's
With how
It's
much
really
you've
nice.
donated to my channel, it's fine.
To all of us. I'm literally
Return it.
looking at fucking 81, 126, 85. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's
Is
an
there-
accident.
Is there anything else you guys want to chat about before
A boot?
we end? A boot.
A boot.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me
Covered
this
a good
time.
amount.
We've had a couple too many. My reflexes.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
hold
feeling
it
the
back.
Jaeger.
I'm just used to being.
Johnny, are
Canadian.
you streaming
Being
at all tonight?
abused? I don't think so. Someone just finally confirmed that they would like to purchase my old PC, and so I need to get that rebuilt.
Gotcha.
And I might do that before I give it to them tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna do
For
that.
sure.
How much you selling for?
800.
Not bad.
Paid
Yeah,
1,000 for it.
Nice.
Paid 1,300 for my new one, and so selling it for 800 means it's 400 difference, or right,
It's
500.
not bad at all,
Nope.
actually.
And that's
They
I got a
good.
3060 Ti in my new rig, so that's
Yeah,
pretty much the
okay.
cost of the
Ah.
3060.
Sheesh, you did good.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Sheesh, okay, I'm getting
that's
out
it.
after that. Yikes.
What are your plans now,
Yeah.
Bam? How long are you streaming for, and what are your plans after this?
At least another 6.5 hours.
Holy sh!
Big boy stream.
We're,
So-
we're playing It Takes Two tonight after this.
After that, I don't know. I don't know how long Kyle wants to play, but I'll probably play Apex after that. If
Kyle
we get
usually
there.
plays with me all night long.
Yeah.
My turn, Johnny. Back off.
Right, we got a date for Wednesday.
Everyone takes turns with me. That's just how it is.
We're in Dino's chat talking about Twitch
I'm talking
hubbies.
about
Talking about. Fuck you guys.
I don't know.
I sent Dino a video last night before he went to bed. Well, last night for him, this afternoon for me. But it's like called it's an old video. It's from like 8 years ago. I remember it just randomly popped up on everything. It's like shit Canadian people say. It's such a funny fucking video. It's right on the nail, honestly. It's really it's who's it by? I don't know, I'll have to send it to you guys. It's really fucking funny.
Who's-
That one.
Who's it by?
That's how I knew like Emily's Canadian. She's talking about eating moose meat last night. I was like, what the fuck is
She was
going
too.
on?
I don't even know anything about moose meat.
It's not like your national animal. Is that like eating like a bald eagle? I'm confused.
Like,
God damn it.
Jeez.
Fuck you guys.
Emily doesn't sound Canadian until she says sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm even saying it now. I hear her say sorry, and I go sorry. I do the whole deep.
Sorry
thing.
about it.
Sorry about that.
I even do it, and I'm Canadian because I notice it, and she's like, because I definitely notice. Yeah. No, other than that, but I don't know. I've never noticed it until pretty much streaming and you guys pointing it out. So
Yeah, you're getting an outside point of view.
yeah.
Everyone you know says about it.
Well, even my friend like Tall, who's from Arizona or whatever, he's like, no, I've never like noticed that much really. But then I don't know.
You definitely. I mean, it's not very heavy. I've heard so. I have a coworker who's from Michigan, the state Michigan, which is like a border state with you. And I mean, she, oh, could you get that and put it in the bag? In the bag? You know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about it. We can put it in the bag though. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're American, but
Put it
you
in
sound
the
more
bag.
Canadian than Switchy
Put it in the bag, get in the car.
in the car.
Anyways,
Oh,
I think we should end the podcast here.
All
In
right.
almost 2 hours. I mean, what
Oh,
me
my
and Ram,
bad.
me and
Okay.
Ram.
Cam, why does everyone make fun of us over the word big? Because it's bag, okay, not big. Oh, fucking
Yeah.
cheers,
Put it in
boys.
the bag.
I'm out as well. Cheers.
All right, that it.
Thank you for hosting us, Switchy.
Yes, I appreciate you guys coming on, Kyle. I appreciate you co-hosting and showing
yes,
your
sir.
face as well. I there was no way you were lasting with the ski mask, but I know me and Ram.
Oh, it's so fucking hot.
It's funny. Me and Ram said we'd be doing podcasts. We'll be like, episodes will be like about an hour, and you know, if they run on, you know, we'll do like, you know, hour 15 minutes. Nah, we're like 2 hours in almost.
I just
Long one.
realized you're the only one without blue lights on in the background, Switchy. What the fuck are you
Alexa,
doing?
lights blue.
That's not blue. Okay, there you go.
This is
You're right.
actually purple. The blue is actually much more blue. But
My purple's actually much less blue, so
interesting.
My purple's
Blue.
pretty blue.
it looks very
Alexa,
white.
lights purple.
Oh yeah, I have to tell mine too. Echo, lights purple.
Alexa, I don't have an Alexa.
See, mine like you can actually see
Oh,
my
interesting.
room when it's. So I have the remote and I just make it.
Oh, why'd you have to point that out now? Now I wish my lights were blue the entire time.
I just noticed it.
I know.
I got the Galaxy.
Before
but-
setting it up, because I've got my ring light on, like the dark without it. But I was putting that on. I'm like, what lights are all on? I'm like, white. I'm like, I'll just keep them on white. It'll be okay. But
I really gets bright.
All right, boys.
yes,
I'm gonna dip out.
let's
Take
call
it
it there.
easy.
Thank you for
guys.
being here.
Big
Enjoyed it.
deuces, everybody.